of the way. Get out of the way. You got it.
Is dropping off hot pizza, and you know it's from Trump because this shit isn't gluten-free, all right? There's meat on there. Trump's an alpha. That's why there's so much of it. And no, CNN, we're not getting paid.
Stop saying that America is on stolen land. Like, can we just talk for a quick second, please? I'm so tired, and I'm Native American. I'm so tired of hearing people say America's on stolen land. We don't even belong in America and all this other crap just because they want to talk bad things about America. Look, my family lost a lot of our family history because of everything that happened, not gonna lie. But to say that Native Americans were peaceful and that we were all just vibing together, no, we were not. We were not. We were literally killing each other and conquering each other. Everywhere in society, you see people conquering people and conquering other people and conquering other people. America is not the only place that did that.
This president deserves the support of the Black community because he's earned it.
There is a solid majority of us that see you, see what you're doing, see what you did for HBCU schools. That was actually the deal for us.
I wager to say that there is no American president since Lincoln that has had the impact for Black America that President Trump has had.
Joe Biden supported the crime bill in '94.
He has imprisoned Black America, basically.
Trump supported the NAACP and Black youth like myself in '87.
He's a businessman. He's bringing businesses back into America.
In 2016, I made you a solemn pledge. I would be your greatest champion.
Chris, the way you're starting to harangue me now actually reminds me of what you did to the president during that debate on Tuesday night when he had to debate not just Joe Biden but you as well. You were not a neutral moderator then. I don't mind tough questions. I welcome reasonably tough questions, but what I don't think is okay is for you to become the effective opposition to the president.
First of all, I will repeat, and the American people know, that Joe Biden will not ban fracking. That is a fact. That is a fact.
Like, what about, say, stopping fracking and stopping new pipes?
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking.
No new fracking. We are going to get rid of fossil fuels.
Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Biden administration?
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated.
The American people need a wage increase. They need a $15 an hour minimum wage, and that is what Joe Biden is proposing.
Open your... Are you okay? Are you okay?
Know my opinion on court packing when the election is over. Now look, I know it's a great question, y'all, and I don't blame you for asking it. But you know, the moment I answer that question, the headline in every one of your papers will be about that. Other than focusing on what's happening now.
Now, you've refused to answer the question. Joe Biden has refused to answer the question. So I think the American people would really like to know if Judge Amy Coney Barrett is confirmed to the Supreme Court of the United States, Are you and Joe Biden, if somehow you win this election, going to pack the Supreme Court to get your way?
I'm so glad we went through a little history lesson. Let's do that a little more. In 1864.
And that is how you pivot.
People, Susan, are voting right now. They'd like to know if you and Joe Biden are going to pack the Supreme Court if you don't get your way in this nomination.
Yeah, let's talk about packing the court then. Let's talk about the fact. Yeah, I'm about to. Do you know that of the 50 people who President Trump appointed to the Court of Appeals for lifetime appointments, not one is black?
And that is how you pivot.
I mean, I work in politics. I'm used to people being liars.
And then a little further to the left, he's probably in favor of a general assault weapons ban. And what that would mean is no more manufacturing assault weapons for general consumer consumption.
In Arizona?
Yeah, in any state in the United States. Things like an assault weapons ban, which would be freaking lovely.
Does Mark Kelly support
yeah,
that?
Absolutely. You gotta beat their propagandists. That's the problem.
How do we do that?
Arrest them. No, I'm sorry.
Mrs. Ruth Shampton Kelly.
So here is a great example of fake news. Now here's what she said.
Where I am, I'm working like a ass my ass. I know Christmas stuff that, who gives a about Christmas stuff and decoration, but I need to do it, right? Yeah, but correct, 100%, you have no choice. And then I do it, and I say that I'm working on Christmas and planning for the Christmas, and they said, oh, what about the children? They were separated. Give me a break. Where they were saying anything when Obama did that? I know. I cannot go. I was trying to get the kid reunited with the mom. I didn't have a chance. It needs to go through the process and through the law. But here's my thing. Hear what you just said, but instead of that, your messaging, you were so loved. They would not do the story. We put it out. They would not do the story. I'm telling you. They would not believe it. They would not do the story because they would not do the story because they are against us.
Tell me what happened.
It's on the news.
It's illegal for him to not wear a mask out there. Is that not correct? That's not.
Ma'am. Ma'am.
They came over here and assaulted me.
I'm here to help you, but you gotta turn to me and talk to me.
Why don't you no, I'm surrounded now. But how many cops?
Do you need our help?
I need this man arrested for assault.
Okay, you have to turn to me and tell me what happened.
Love it. I think my favorite part about tonight is this big, beautiful, thin blue line flag. Thank you to our police officers.
I was not able to be here this morning, but I was watching the meeting the entire time, as I do every week. So just because we're not here in person does not mean we are not watching you. You never again will have the benefit of our silence, as was spoken at the last meeting we were all at. This county is doing a massive disservice to the people by not ever speaking about ways that you can either protect yourself from contracting the virus other than these nasty things, which are causing strep throat, all kinds of lesions around the mouth, and all kinds of nasty things, but you all know this. I don't know why I'm even telling you, you know this.
Oh, really quickly, can you describe for us the scene behind you there and how what the reaction has been as the news trickled?
The kinds of investment.
But that's all you talk about. Versus my family, I contracted COVID over the summer. My husband did, and I have permission to speak on all of this in regards to the people I will be speaking about. My father, who's 70 years old, did. My mother did. My pregnant best friend did. And her husband. We all had it. My children. We all had it over the summer. But guess what? We knew what to do, how to protect ourselves. I didn't live in fear. I didn't sit in my house cowering, afraid. I knew that I needed to take zinc, vitamin D, quercetin, quinine, which is a natural derivative of hydroxychloroquine, oregano oil, vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin C. My father went to the beach, socially distanced from everyone around him for 2 hours every day, and he got over it faster than we did.
Has Joe Biden ever used a teleprompter during local interviews or to answer a Q&A with support?
What will your administration do to help them give them that chance?
Move it up here. You know, the There used to be a basic bargaining.
Joe Biden possibly reading his responses from a teleprompter.
Social distancing and wearing masks, which I never do when I walk outside of this house. I never fail to do. Now, one day, on day one, has Joe Biden ever used a teleprompter during local interviews?
Repeal the Trump tax cuts.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
Well, wait.
I'm speaking.
Be important if you said the truth. Joe Biden said twice in the debate last week that he's going to repeal the Trump tax cuts. That was tax cuts that gave the average working family $2,000 in a tax break every single year. Senator,
that is absolutely not true.
Is he only going to repeal part of the Trump tax cuts?
How is everybody getting strep throat? Strep throat is spread through the same ways that COVID-19 is spread. But no, everyone's wearing masks and distancing and washing their hands. It's spread because it's a bacteria. When you're breathing into a wet, foggy, humid environment and then you rebreathe that in, you are creating bacteria in your throat. These are literally making people sick. And the fact that you are continuing this political theater, which we know that it is not okay. The fat lady has sung, the curtain has come down, the audience has gone home. End it.